On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, it's about classes in TypeScript. You can learn about class properties, methods, inheritance, and more while looking at sample code. You can also learn about TypeScript-specific features like access modifiers and interfaces. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. Classes in TypeScript are based on JavaScript's ES6 classes and offer additional features like type annotations and access modifiers. This allows you to leverage the concepts of object-oriented programming while ensuring more robust and clear type safety. Below are explanations of the basic usage and features of classes in TypeScript. Let's look at a basic example of class definition. Name and age are properties, member variables, of the class. The constructor is a method called when creating an instance of a class, which takes arguments and assigns values to properties. Greet is a method of the class, indicating that it has no return value by being of void type. In TypeScript, you can use access modifiers, public, private, protected, to control access to class properties and methods. By default, all properties and methods are public. This means they can be accessed from outside the class. The species, property, and make sound method are declared as public and can be accessed from outside the class. Using the private modifier prevents access to the properties or methods from outside the class. The brand property is declared as private, so it cannot be accessed from outside the class. Encapsulating data can be achieved by hiding properties with the private modifier. The protected modifier restricts access from outside the class but allows it in subclasses, derived classes. The model property is declared as protected, so it cannot be accessed from outside the class, but can be accessed from subclasses. In TypeScript, you can define getters and setters using the get and set keywords to retrieve and set property values. In this example, a getter and setter are used for the salary property to control external access and updates. The setter performs validation to prevent negative values, and displays a warning message if an invalid value is provided. In TypeScript, classes can be inherited. Using the extends keyword, you can inherit functionality from a parent class. In this example, the bird class inherits from the animal class, which allows it to use the move method of animal. Furthermore, it defines its own fly method, adding new functionality while inheriting features from the parent class. Abstract classes. Abstract cannot be instantiated directly and are used as templates to provide concrete implementations in subclasses. In this example, shape is defined as an abstract class, and getArea is an abstract method that must be implemented by subclasses. The circle class inherits this abstract class and implements its own getArea method to calculate the area of a circle. In addition, concrete methods like describe are inherited as common functionality and can be used as is. Classes can implement interfaces, ensuring they have specific properties and methods. In this example, the flyable interface defines the specification for the fly method, and the airplane class implements this interface by providing a concrete definition for the fly method. With this, any object that can be treated as a flyable type is guaranteed to have a fly method. When you define static members in a class, those methods and properties are associated with the class itself. Static members can be called without instantiating the class. You define static methods using the static keyword. In this example, the mathUtils class defines a static method, add, and a static property, pi. Static members do not belong to class instances, but can be called directly from the class itself. TypeScript classes add features like type safety, access modifiers, and abstract classes to JavaScript class functionality. This allows for more powerful and safer object-oriented programming. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the content of this channel, please consider subscribing.